What am I proudest of to date? I'm gonna guess this is kind of referring to a musical sense, although it really could be anything. Paradox, the album that I released in 2021, November, almost a year ago. The recording of that album, the last couple months of it was really emotionally, I was in a very emotionally difficult space from something that had happened during that time, and showing up for the end of that recording project and putting on an album release that felt like it was honoring to the songs that I had been spending so much time recording. All of that was really difficult, and just showing up kind of for myself and also for other people and for the songs was not an easy thing for me. And so when getting all the musicians together for the show and actually releasing the album and getting merch together and stuff was something that when it actually happened, it kind of felt a little bit like a miracle that it all came together. And I couldn't be prouder and happier that album is out in the world. Let's see. Favorite part. I think my favorite part of this line of work is when I play a song live and see, I can either tell it really landed in a room or have somebody come up to me afterwards and let me know how much the song meant to them or how deeply they connected with it. It's like, I think it's got to be like the coolest feeling ever to know that something, like a concept or a feeling that I was able to put into words in a song has been like turned into a gift for somebody else. I think my least favorite part is probably, it's hard not to get caught in comparison, like with other artists. There's so many artists that are out there doing really, really incredible things with music, and sometimes it's just like, I don't know, I just noticed myself like getting lost in like measuring up, like how am I good enough to hang, am I like, how just, the whole comparison thing. And so it's like in those moments when I really have to take a step back and just remind myself that we're all giving our best, and it's all unique in the sense that only I can make what I make and somebody else can make what they make. And when I do that, then honestly, like, music is just really, all of it is amazing. Okay, creative process when I write new music is, it's kind of different all the time. There's a lot of the time I've noticed that like doing a repetitive activity with my body will inspire songs to come out. So like sometimes gardening will, or I've noticed like doing the dishes, I'll like find myself humming a new tune and then like lyrics will come along with it. Driving a lot of the time is like where a new song will come into my mind, or going hiking, walking. But I think that the main thing that I always make sure to do is that I'm just constantly writing. Like, I make sure to write all the time, and people ask me if I'm writing a song, and it's not necessarily that I'm like specifically working on a song, although like maybe it will turn into one, but I'm just constantly writing out like my feelings, thoughts about stuff, concepts that I find intriguing, just like, I don't know, the state of humanity and like my beliefs about life and death and everything. And so by doing that, I'm kind of just like fleshing out ideas. And so I think that keeps the pathway open for a song to come into play. And then usually for me, like lyrics and a melody will come together, and then I'll like put chords to it underneath it, usually on guitar, sometimes on piano, depending on like what instrument it more kind of seems fitting for that. Okay, so there's this incredible cello player. Cello, first of all, has been my favorite instrument since the very first time I heard it, which I don't even remember when it was, but I remember falling completely in love with how gorgeous the sound is. And there's this guy, his name is Kevin, I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name, Olusola, something like that. And he is one of the singer in the a cappella group, the Pentatonics. But when I was in college, my choir director showed me this video of him playing cello and then beatboxing in it. And it's actually, you totally gotta look it up. It's called the KO Beatboxer Cello Experience. And first of all, his cello playing is so emotive and lush and just stunning. And then he comes in with the beatboxing. That's just amazing. He's so good, and it's like the coolest thing to watch. So if I could have him on tour with me for a whole month, like playing on my songs, I would be in heaven. So my friend handed me this mug this morning, and it's totally perfect because if I were a song, I would be Morning Sun by Melody Gardot. And I love this song because it totally just creates a space for me to show up to the day and let go of expectations and totally just enter into it as I am. And that is what I hope to be able to do for other people, is create a space for them to show up as they are. So here's to Morning Sun by Melody Gardot.
As I crossed the Pawpaw River, a troubled mind I had. I never thought that I'd look back, just look ahead. But things don't ever stay the same unless there is no more. So I move across the river and away from every shore. Puzzled mind I had. It didn't feel right when he took my hand. And I wonder if I've shared too many kisses in my days, and if I'm the only one who's in an angsty 20s phase. Troubled mind I had. I couldn't have anticipated where I am, and I wonder if I've sinned too much or if I've sinned at all. I try to make sense of redemption. What's the truth about the fall? 'Cause I don't recognize the life I knew before. Now I see through different eyes. searching till I die. Now I cross the Pawpaw River for the second time. This year is June, last year was July. And I wonder if I've moved ahead or fallen behind. And I pray that God has mercy on my ever-changing life. I've been chasing down the girl I was before, hoping one day she'd be mine again. But now I'm letting go, swinging wide the doors. I am seeing colors that I never saw before. Now I'm looking through new eyes. 'Cause I love you, Mama, but I'm no child anymore. And one day we'll discover we're not made to please each other. And the mystery will be the answer when we die.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for having us.